Hey guys, what's going on? Daniel here from guide2vaping.com. Today we're going to be talking about something that I've fallen in love with over the last 3 weeks. It is from Youde Technologies and it is called the Simba. This is a sub-ohm tank that's actually been on the market now for a couple of months. I managed to get a hold of one a couple of weeks ago and I've got to tell you, as far as flavour goes, this thing is phenomenal. We're going to jump down, we're going to take a quick look at it, I'm going to show you what's inside the box, and then we're going to come back up here and have a quick discussion about how it actually performs. See you in a second. Okay guys, here it is. This is the Simba sub-ohm tank from Youde. As you can see right here, the front of the box is kind of funky. I like the red and black design on there. It says at the bottom, unification of design. It also shows us that this is a black tank. The one that you see on the front there is the stainless steel version. On the side of the box, it says unification of design. The other side is the exact same. One end is completely black. The other end just says Simba. And on the bottom, we have a barcode, a scratch and sniff, just to, check authenticity of the box. Top of this box slides off nice and easily, and inside you will find the Simba tank. As you can see, this one here says sample, slides out nice and easy. Yep, it says sample there. You have the arrow lock on the bottom there. When you lock the arrow in line with the line there, it tells you that the airflow is open. When you pull it away from there, it shows you that the airflow is closed. Okay, you have dual airflow, one on either side of the tank. .510 connector on the bottom. You can see that it says designed and manufactured by Youde Tech, and this is a flush 510. Okay, at the top, you have an adjustable airflow drip tip. You can see here as I twist this, it closes off the airflow. Now, this is something we're going to talk about towards the end of the video, but this drip tip right here is something that I removed after probably 3 or 4 hits. Because that right there, it's a great idea on paper, but in principle, it's restrictive. Especially if, like most vapors, you decide to pick up a tank, don't read the instructions, and try to hit it when it's closed. Okay, so you can see standard 510 pops right out. Top comes off. It is a top fill tank. It has 2 massive juice flow channels. Now, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, every time you try to top fill a tank, you end up throwing juice all over the inside of everywhere. Inside the bottom of here, just by twisting the top of the tank and close and open the juice flow. There we go. You can probably see it much better there now. And it works a hell of a lot better when it's attached to a deck. Open, close. Alright, pop this thing apart. See, it's got a nice rubber ring around the inside. I'm going to pop that bottom part off there. You can see that the inside of the airflow ring is insulated, and it is removable. Put this back together. I'm going to pull it apart. Okay, you can see the chimney itself is tapered there to prevent spitback and condensation. You really can't see it very well right now, but there is a motif on the inside, and it says Simba in there as well. Yeah, I think this thing taken apart. The coil that's in here right now, by the way, is the stainless steel ceramic coil that I've been using solidly for the last week. I haven't changed it, and it hasn't lost any of its flavour. It hasn't given me a single dry hit, but that's something we're going to talk about here in a second. Okay, we're going to get further into the box now. Pull this out. You have the card in here that tells you the different types of coils that you can get for the tank, and also tells you its using instructions. See that it tells you can get an SCC head, you can get an ROCC head, and an RBA. Oh, this thing has a rebuildable head on. Okay, you'll see in here we have a regular type of coil. You'll see it's a dual coil and it has some Ni200 coils in there. And cotton, or on the outside of the cotton, there is a ceramic casing. This is to help, lower the dry hits. There are cut holes in both sides of the ceramic casing, however, to allow juice flow to go through there. The solid ceramic coil, however, this guy right here that has the sealed cap, has no cotton inside it at all. It has a dual coil in here that is completely encased in ceramic. If you look at the article that I wrote on this, you'll be able to actually see a cross section of one of these on there. And you'll see it says right here that it's an SCC stainless steel 316 and it's a 0.5 ohm coil. This thing I've been using for a week straight and it's still as flavorful now as the first time I hit it. I'm in love with this thing. Okay, they also brought us a spare glass, some spare parts, spare O-rings, spare rubber gasket for the top of the inside of the tank, and a cute little RBA deck. Okay, see there, 2-post design, airflow through the bottom, works through either side, and this works perfectly with the inside of the chimney. On the back here you'll notice we have a rubber gasket and a ceramic top plate just to block off the airflow on the back if you want to use that. If not, you can pull it out and that way you get double the airflow coming through. It has decent sized post holes and it's easy enough to build on. We're not going to be focusing on this today because I'm really excited to tell you guys about this ceramic coil. So putting this thing back together is simple. I'm just going to get all this stuff out of the way real fast. Oh yeah, just to show you inside the bottom of here as well. The bottom end of the 510 connector is pressure fitted, so if you're having any problems with it attaching to a deck, pull it apart and just push that down. Now you can see these coils are actually pretty huge. And it has holes all the way around the side because the juice goes in through these holes, collects around the outside of the ceramic, and then gets heated up by the coils that are inside there. I really wish this didn't say sample on it because I'm in love with it. Alright, so before you go to fill it up, give it a twist and make sure those juice flow holes at the bottom are closed. And then we're just going to fill it up real fast with the Straw Cheesy from DC Mixers, which is what I use to test every tank that I use. I know what the flavour of this stuff is supposed to be. And honestly, I'd say out of the last 20 tanks that I've used, this is the only one that's even come close to keeping the flavour as it's supposed to be. One thing I am going to do before I put this back on the RDA is take the adjustable airflow cap that they gave us and throw it in the spares box. The concept was great, but as I said, it is too restrictive and I'm not playing that game. What I'm actually going to do is take one of the massive chuffs that I got with one of my smoke tanks, which is what I've been using with this thing all week. Alright, so just so you guys know, I'm doing this whole thing in real time, so you know that I'm not spending a lot of time priming the coil, trying to get the coils to work or anything like that. I just knocked the camera off for 3 seconds to lift it back up. Right, I'm only just now opening up the juice holes. That was it. That was me opening up the juice holes. You can see here I've got this hitting at 35. I've had it up to 65 watts and it still tastes just as good. 540 degrees Fahrenheit. It just sounds mean. Alright, we will see you back up top. We're going to have a quick discussion about this and hit it a few times, let you see the cloud production. We've just taken a quick look at exactly what's inside the box, taking a look at the tank itself. As you can see, I have replaced the stock head that came with it with my own personal one. Now, for some people, the restricted airflow may be okay. For me personally, I like my clouds big, I like them fluffy. It was too restrictive. Other than that, I absolutely am in love with this tank. The fact that it's a top fill that doesn't leak everywhere is a plus point. The fact that it has massive airflow control in the bottom, another plus point. The fact that the airflow control ring is actually insulated is something that's not seen every day, and you can actually take everything apart to clean it. Mind blown. The build deck that you get with this thing, it's fun to play with, but honestly, as long as I can get my hands on these ceramic coils, I don't think I'm going to need a build deck. That's how much I'm enjoying the flavour out of these things. As I said, if you read the article that I wrote, it has a cross-section of the ceramic coils so you can see exactly what's inside it. It's basically 2 coils wrapped in ceramic. That's it. No cotton, no fuss, no mess, nothing to burn. This is a fun toy to play with. Right now, I'm still on stainless steel mode, temperature control. The mod didn't cut off. I was still hitting the tank. The temperature control with this thing works. Loving it. Switch it back over to wattage real fast. And rather than hitting it at the 35 you saw when I was down low, I'm going to pump this up real fast to 65 watts. Perfect flavour. Lots of cloud production. I've seen other reviewers complaining that there wasn't enough cloud production, that there wasn't enough flavour. The only thing that I can think that they did was they had the stock drip tip closed. This isn't a tight draw. This is a great draw. This isn't flavourless. It is probably one of the most flavourful tanks I've used in a long time. Now, the question is, would I recommend that you go out and buy this? There are 2 reasons that I would say yes to that. Firstly, as I've already said, the flavour's amazing. It produces great clouds. The second one is, for the price of the tanks that they're comparing this to, you could buy 2 of these. You can buy one in silver, you can buy one in black. I'm all about the flavour right now, and that is some good flavour. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Do me a favour, make sure you smash the like button on this video. If you haven't already done, please subscribe to Guide to Vaping. Please jump over to the website. I'll put the link in the description so you can actually go straight to the article that's attached to this. You'll be able to see the pictures of the inside of the coils and a couple of other things that I've deliberately withheld from the video. Remember guys, as of next week, the vaping industry is going to change, so make sure you've gone to august8th.org and done your bit for advocacy. I've been Daniel Hall for Guide to Vaping. I'm going to hit this one more time, and on that guys, I'll see you later.